I'm just gonna poke every wall to see if I can accidentally go through one or something. I'm guessing if there are more walls like that, they're gonna be well enough hidden that either I can't interact with them at all, or I just will just miss them entirely, but you know. If one wall opens, more walls may be able to do the same thing, and therefore it's worthwhile to check every wall to see if there is a possible passage which will send us to a location where we were not previously, and thus being able to see more things than we could in the past.
We found an egg. A stone egg.
A stone egg? Are you really that excited about a rock, my child? Because I am sure I raised you better than to be that excited about a rock. Unless it's The Rock, who is a fantastic actor, playing in movies such as Doom. But those are not yet invented until about 100 years from now. Man, that was my favorite staircase as well. Breaking it without any thought about the future. Just making pipes fall down out of nowhere. Against the rising waters. Send the tramp catcher, cosh the old man, sink him in a barrel of gin. When he's all mixed in a bone to jam, we'll raise a glass kindly to him. Gulp, gulp, he said while he took a sip of his drink. And waited for the following scene to occur. I can move my camera, but it feels very wobbly. And very wibbly. And more dead rats and some paper. June 3rd, 1899. I realize now that my fear of dirt stems from the disease I contracted of climbing those lost jungle temples. It is as if those clean places so free of humanity's filth imprinted upon my soul and left it fragile to what I find here. Fear is what keeps us all in our places, and the fear of the flesh, the ruin of the flesh, is the greatest of them all. I am sickened, I am ruined, but I will build such machines to contain this plague and heal us all. A new century is upon us. Bibbidi bop. So yeah, that was, I'm here now. I hope I didn't have to do anything else back there, because I forgot to bring my gun to this unknown area. Even though there were so many, I chose not to bring any, for I am a peaceful man who only needs a lantern to do his things. Lanterns and barrels of nothingness, because I can't interact with them, and therefore I'm going to assume they don't actually contain any liquid which I would be able to use otherwise. But I might be wrong. I might be entirely incorrect in that assessment.
Come on, slow coach. It's this way.
You did not just call me a slow coach. What does my journal say about that calling of a slow coach? A curious discovery. Metal ticking as it cools and contracts. This must be the strange machine my friend told me of. If my children discovered this place, it is entirely conceivable that they strayed downwards, delighted in their discovery. Very well. It seems my route is predestined. The descent begins. Get it? Because in Amnesia, the first game, it was called The Dark Descent. Now they use that word again. Reference! Trapped! Was it a trick? That voice on the phone, who seemed so close to my own? Who seems to know me so well? Does he lead me for a nefarious purpose of his own secret devising? But do I have a choice? Even though his motives are unknown to me, I must find my boys. I will follow the machinery down to the very core of the earth if it will lead me to Edwin and Enoch. I do not know how to pronounce my children's names, but, you know, there's a lot of possibilities. That is an unpleasant noise. Tea is cooking. Lights are always broken. What do you want?
The shaking ground you feel is our attempts to clear the floodwaters. Treachery, madness. We were undone. Your children are trapped by this act. You must find them before it is too late.
What do you need me to do? How can I find them?
Always deeper, Mandus. Through the piston room and into the tunnels. Then find the bilge and flush the rotten water. I will help you where I can. But you must be swift, my little friend.
I like how the phone looks like it has two eyes and a mouth and just looks permanently shocked by that wall. Maybe it has seen things that none of us can understand, and now it just transfers messages between two people because that's all it can handle at this point. It can just sit there and let the people do their jobs. Let him use... Oh. What is this? This is very hard to read. The torch only makes it harder to read. I don't really understand how that works. FF1098 DMI. vault? This is a battery. I guess it is a battery. I might be better off taking this with me, in case I ever need a battery for something. That opened oddly, but that's fine. Sometimes batteries open in ways you would never expect them to be opened. Did I just call that door a battery? It's very possible. This place is odd. I'm not a huge fan of what's going on in this place so far. At least it doesn't look like our main character is very scared of the dark, unlike Daniel from Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Which is good and bad, I guess. Like, the good thing is that you feel less of a rush, like less in a hurry to do everything, because you can just kind of mosey around in the dark and no one seems to really bother you. But I guess that is also one of the things that sort of make Amnesia scary, that like if you stay in the dark for a while, eventually weird stuff just started happening and you weren't sure if what you were seeing was something caused by your sanity going down or if it was just actually what was going to happen there. I'm not really sure if I needed to climb this, but it seemed very important to me. Therefore, I didn't really have a choice, did I? I feel like I can easily lose this battery, so I would be surprised if I actually need this battery. What was that? I did not need to hear that sound right there and then. Could have lived for a little longer without having to hear that banging noise of someone moving around. I'm leaving that battery over there. I'm taking it with me because there's really not any reason to use my hands for anything else, is there? Except to close this. Clink. Let's see. Does this need a battery by any chance? It does seem so. There you go. It was all worthwhile in the end. Clink. Solving puzzles by accident. All is well. I'm guessing I don't need to do anything else with this, but who knows? What the hell? Did something just crawl out of there? Oh, there's a thing blocking it, I think. Yeah, a wooden thing. I probably would actually be able to just lift that from this side, but sadly our main character man is not the smartest of people and therefore is not even going to attempt to do so. Making this feel a little arbitrary. Making this seem like a place where we might very possibly find our first enemy of some sort. There's a lot of batteries here. I wonder if I'm going to need more of them. I'm going to take one along again. Doesn't really seem to hurt me that much because placing something down and picking something up is very, very easy. The only thing I would probably miss out is if I would be able to hold something else like a wall or something, but right now I'm going to assume that's going to not be the case. I wonder what would happen though if you just threw all of your batteries just to a place where you couldn't reach it anymore. Oh. Never mind. There's an invisible wall here, isn't there? I'm gonna say it's very likely. Yeah, this, how to damage your immersion. Let's turn this thing. I don't know what it does, but it seems like it can be turned and therefore it will be. And it's actually surprisingly tricky, believe it or not, but okay, what is the point of this? What is the point of this? Made that go down. I think that, is that where I started? It might be. I wonder what happens if I turn it the other way, because it seemed like it really wanted me to turn it the other way rather than the way I was turning it. Or maybe I'm just confused about how this works. Like previously, I was actually doing it very slowly, but if I just spin the mouse around rather wildly, it seems to have a better effect than actually doing it slowly, which is odd. Like, I would expect to do it more in the similar rhythm of the game itself, but apparently spinning the mouse wildly actually considerably better at getting the job done. Very strange. Okay, let's take this battery along with us again. Maybe the wooden bar randomly disappeared now that I moved that thing. No, it seems to still be there. Well, I guess I'll go back. I think I saw a thing earlier. Well, I think I saw the area where we came from, rather, when we moved the thingy. So that's good. Oh, this thing's open. I guess that also happened. Oh, and it just takes us here. Oh, well. So much for my theory that it was the place where I came from, and more the theory that this is just where I need to be. More invisible walls, at least for people. I think I can just chuck this battery through there, but I don't think I can actually go through there myself. Which is a shame. Oh god, this is water? What is this? That's very odd looking. Like, it just stays completely pitch black when I move my lamp at it. That is very strange. I doubt I can just go here. It seems like this would just block me, wouldn't it? Yeah. I can get my batteries there though, so I'm like 90% certain I probably won't be needing batteries anymore after this because we've gone to an area that has different invisible walls.
Bandaged feet and eyes. Small bones in the orchard. I have carried this world on my back with its legs about me. Damn this wretched soul. I am given birth to nothing but machinery.
Well said, man. that truly inspired me to become a better man. I'm not really sure how I feel about the way this area is dark. It's not so much the darkness that's bothering me, but it's the way the darkness works in this game. Because it feels odd. It feels like unnatural darkness. The way that this place is lit up and darkened, I guess, because of... It just feels like there's a bunch of fog everywhere all the time, and everything's blue. Like, I don't think darkness makes everything blue, but I might be wrong in that regard, I guess. Perhaps I'm playing as a Smurf. Oh, that's what I lowered. I guess that would have been useful had I not just climbed over here like an idiot using a chair, but, you know, puzzles. Many solutions and all that. If there's more than one solution, you can just choose one, whichever suits your fancy. That's gonna need another battery, isn't it? I would not be overly surprised. I'm just gonna bring that battery with me, because I put it here anyway. Now, I'm hoping, in my little mind, that I don't need to backtrack all the way to that other battery soon, because that's gonna be tedious. Although I guess there was that door that had the thing. Like, this is probably gonna break it, isn't it? Maybe not. Maybe things actually function in this place, which would also be good. But yeah, there is still that door which I currently cannot open. I'm guessing that eventually I'm just gonna end up back there again, and that I'm just kind of supposed not to bring a battery with me all this time, and actually just like put it in there. Like, get it back from there and then have a thing close to that or something. I don't know. Who knows? I don't knows. Doesn't look like I can interact with this. Such a shame. I was wondering what was behind there, but I guess we will never find out. I'm guessing it is a land of darkness. Nothing but a dark void leading nowhere. For that is usually what a level editor does if there's nothing behind a wall, unless the creators define it so. And this seems to be one of those games where things that are defined are a lot more visible than the things that are not. As are all things in the world, I'm standing on a lamp. Oh, this is going through the ceiling? Question mark? No, it's not. It just looked odd. There's a plank here, and it's hiding things from me. Well, there you go. I found a way on a lamp. If ever you wondered how you got on that lamp, now you know. You can use this information to help your friends. Save a small child. Save a small pig. Save a machine for pigs. Even the game's getting creeped out by my amazingness. I kind of just want to stay on top of high altitudes. I feel somewhat safer standing on top of high things than non-high things. And I'm pretty sure this was not open before. I'm guessing that lever did it. Ring, ring. That startled me somewhat. I'm not gonna lie. I was somewhat startled by that earthquake. Not overly, just somewhat. Because so far, while there have been a lot of earthquakes, they haven't really done anything. This is a dead end. Okay, where's the thing I need to turn with the twiddle twaddle, whittle waddle, widdly wop? Oop. I moved oddly there. Is this it? I would imagine I need to do something here because this is the only area I haven't been before. So I would think, using my noggin, that there is a thing here. And somehow, this thing is gonna let me do stuff. But it would appear that whatever this thing may be, it's hiding from me. It's hiding its true intentions. So, some crying behind this wall. If I put my ear next to the wall, I cannot hear anything. Sadly, my ears do not go through. Oh. I'm just entirely blind. That's what's going on. Where did my battery go? Did I put it here? It's an odd place for a battery. Why would I want a battery there? That seems silly. I can't use a battery there. I can use a battery there. Man, that looked weird. Mostly because of me holding the battery, but there you go. There you go. All is solved. I'm guessing that opened the door behind me. I'm guessing this probably leads to that place I thought would contain a battery. I'm guessing I probably could just go back again and go through the door that is most likely open now, but I'm kind of curious what's over here. Because I would be genuinely surprised the game actually expects me to take a battery just all over there. Because that is something only silly people like me would do. Just take a battery, like, find a battery, take it with you everywhere. Bird brand. It has a bird on it, so it's a bird brand, you see. Why lantern? Don't do that to me. And yeah, this seems to be the thing that I was thinking of. Oh. What's over here? Oh. Staircase, please. I wanna investigate this, but no. I am Mr. Lamp and I wish to be in the way at all times. Hello, Mr. Lamp is here, ready to do all things you needed to do, and yes, I really could have just moved this from the other side. I wish this guy, whoever I'm playing as, Oswald or something, was a little more precarious. Oh, hey, some dude. Interesting. I'm pretty sure there was another battery here. And I'm also pretty sure I don't really want to mess with that guy. Oh yeah, there it is. Because if there is a will, there is another battery, and I want another battery. Because I wouldn't be overly surprised that since the game has given me 3 batteries, I'm gonna need 3. There's a note here. August 19th, 1899. Von Reichenbach writes of the Auric Force, whilst that ignorant charlatan Blavatsky pontificated upon the soul. They are both cretins. To think one could strive for such great heights without wading first through puke and innards, without standing upon an architect of bones. Montezuma was the wiser, but here in our temples of steel I have witnessed the severed head of a man recently trampled to death by a runaway carriage. Immersed in a solution of Brennenburg compound, open his eyes and cry, "Oh, where are my legs, sir? Where is my body?" We are breaking through the barriers of death itself. Oh, my dead darling Lily, it is too late for you, but I promise you this. I will save our children from death, and if need be, I will wrench them back from the blackness with this wonderful concoction. I don't really trust this Oswald guy. He seems to have made poor life decisions. But he is very excited about what he does. My lantern keeps running out. It's kind of annoying. I wish my lantern would stop doing that. Maybe my lantern actually does run out or break or something after a while, but I hope not. That'd be tedious. Right, I did that thing, so now I guess I can go back. Oh, this thing's open now. I'm curious if the other one's open, though. Oh, this one closed. Oh, butts. That one did open, yeah. But I'm guessing they both just lead to the same place in case you actually choose to go all the way around again. And then the game's like, no, you don't have to go here.
Follow us, Papa. We know the way.
I would follow you, but you're actually just figments of my imagination. And therefore you're kind of hard to see visually. Making it rather awkward to follow you. But I guess you can understand that because, well, you're in my mind and you know exactly what my thinks are, you see. And, yeah, my thinks are thinking that you're not really real right now. My thinks are doing the thoughts. Also, why is this game called Amnesia? Aside from the obvious reason of it's a franchise that people now know, and they were like, hey, money, cool, but
Hold still, for God's sake, hold still.
do I
child. Don't
actually
let it
have
get into
amnesia?
your eyes. I'm gonna rinse it out now. There. It will be fine. You just need to lie down. Enoch, look to your brother. How many times have I told you not to play in the cellar?
But yeah, like, do I actually have amnesia in this game? Or is it because I don't know what happened previously, even though, like, it's not really defined as such? I don't know. Did I really just walk all the way around to get to the same place? Yeah, I did. Neat. Man, I thought I saw someone there, and it's just like
I told you he'd come.
a wheel. A wheel it was.
Extraordinary.
Wheelie.
Quite extraordinary. And you built it all. Good God, man. You have been busy.
It is wonderful how tragedy focuses the mind. What else was I to do? Fall into grief, pine, and fade in my hopelessness? Why not then simply die in that jungle amongst those dead temples?
Huh. You know, this kind of reminds me of Amnesia Justine, which is one I never actually recorded, but I did try it out. And then I just didn't really like it very much, and the video just wasn't very good afterwards because of it. Like, I don't think Justine was very good, but there you go. But it sort of reminds me of it because it has, like, these things to just let you know of a previous experience. Maybe one of these days I should just record Amnesia Justine for the hell of it because you just complete the cycle. But I might not because it's just kind of bad. Oh, invisible walls. How I loathe this little puzzle here, I guess. Because I think I can twiddle these things kind of. Oh no, wait, this is just a lever. I can't set it to on, I don't think. Yeah, if I click here, it's stuck. Well, I still have those wheels. And this infinitely going fire, which is pretty impressive. I didn't know infinite fires existed back then, but there we go. Clunk. And that's stuck as well, and this is stuck as well. Like, basically everything in this chamber is just entirely stuck. Which is rather unfortunate. Is there a place where I can put a battery? You know, you never know. I'm just gonna look at all my options right here. Can I somehow move this, maybe? Close the door. Save the world. Kilogram/centimeter. That seems random, but... Is there anything else I can interact with in this room? It seems like this is the kind of room which can be considered a puzzle. And as such, I'm semi-expecting there to be something here in this room that I'm just missing entirely. Because this is not really working. Oh. There you go. Solved. Fixed. Is this an airlock? That's so cool. I want an airlock in my house. Let's twiddle the thingies. Is this gonna close that door? Oh yeah, it's gonna close the door. We have got ourselves an airlock. Turn it on. Clean us. Cleanse us so we may go to the next area of our little world. Very good. We are clean. We can now turn it. It's harder than you expect. It really is. Don't worry about it, guys. I know what I'm doing. I am a science. I am a science. Turn that off. We are following protocol. And getting into an area that looks a lot less horrible.